I'm actually going to show you guys a good way in which you guys could create good fundamentals, especially if you're starting off early on. So the heavy bag, in my opinion, gets a bad rep because of the fact that a lot of people actually could free flow on the heavy bag, just kind of blast the bag without keeping proper techniques or fundamentals, because there's no real specific task on the heavy bag. You just ultimately just condition and like throw power punches on it, right? It's not like the double end bag where you actually like hit the double end bag and it just kind of like moves and you specifically have to look for the target. What you ultimately want to do, especially like with these straight punches, is of course create good habits, create good fundamentals. So as I mentioned, just kind of like, of course, get into a proper stance, and we're gonna do something that I like to call punch and pause. So I'm actually gonna throw a jab and just kind of leave my jab out there. So ultimately what I'm looking for early on is, of course, you know, turning over my fist, of course being as straight as I possibly can, and at the same time just, you know, keeping my chin tucked under my shoulder, and at the same time keeping my rear hand up. Of course I want to follow the same cues. The only thing that changes right here is that I ultimately want to have a little bit of a rotation on the hip, so I actually could throw this punch with some power and some leverage. Now of course I'm gonna switch again. So now I throw my jab again, boom, and I bring my rear hand or my cross hand back into position, keep my chin low, try to basically follow the same cues that I mentioned, and just kind of like do that over and over again, right? Boom, right? So 1, 2, shoot. 1, 2, shoot. 1, 2, shoot. As you guys get a hang of this, of course you can speed it up a little bit, right? So now just 1, 2, right? Bring it back. 1, 2, right? 1, 2. There you go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Boom. Obviously, the better that you get with it, the faster you want to go. But at the beginning, just kind of lightly tap it. You don't necessarily have to like push all the way through and end up getting off balance. You just want to keep it nice, simple. Just, you know, just barely touch the bag, right? Boom, boom. That way you guys could slowly start building your fundamentals, and at the same time just start creating those habits early on.